Well, Dune, you fought hard, learned some new skills, and got some pretty nice loot for someone who's never left this barren wasteland. You knew this day would come for a long time, and today's finally the day. Let's see what the outside world has to offer. Welcome, everybody. We are in the 4th episode of Deserted, the Desert-Locked Ultimate Iron Man series that you've all come to know and love. In the last episode, we got quite a few things done. We achieved level 20 construction, level 30 woodcutting, and completed the feud quest, which were all the things that we needed in order to do our final exceptions and leave the desert. So that's the first thing we're going to be taking care of in this episode. But before we do that, we need to actually get everything sorted before we can actually leave. The first thing of which is we need to talk to Ali Morrisane and actually start the Rogue Trader mini quest so that we don't, leave, head to Varrock, talk to the guy, and he has no idea what we're talking about. Cool, so that should be started. The next thing we need to do is some thieving, and this is because we need 15,000 GP in order to relocate our house to Polnivnich and also to redecorate it, because I just think that would be, aesthetically better for the series. So we have just about 10,000 gold, and we're just gonna do some pickpocketing until we get 15,000. I should probably get some food first. I think that should be enough GP. Open this up, we have about 15,000 and a half Gillinor pieces. And we also got to level 41 thieving through that grind. So we have enough money to relocate and redecorate our house to the desert. So I really can't think of anything else that we need besides an axe to cut the willow logs before we can make our final exceptions on the account. So I guess let's go get an axe. All right, so this is it. I have to make sure that I have everything done because I don't want to leave more than once. I have the axe to cut down the willow log. I have the 15K to buy and relocate, or to relocate and redecorate my house. I have the Rogue Trader minigame started. I think that that's everything I need, so I guess I'll go leave the desert now. This feels so wrong, but it has to be done because this is all stuff that we need in order to progress the account and unlock more content in the desert. So it all has to be done. Oh, Jesus Christ, here we go. Forgive me, everybody. There it is. One willow log has been obtained. And we've reached our second destination. We talked to the estate agent and he can relocate our house to Polnivnich. Beautiful. And he can redecorate our house to whitewashed stone, which is the desert style. Beautiful. And then the last exception on the account, we need to talk to Aubrey and talk to him about the business proposal from Ali Morrisane to open up a Rune Shop in Al-Karib. And there we go. And I'm just making sure that everything went according to plan. Cool. So, we're done. We're all done with the exceptions, and now we're going to head back to the desert. And there we go. We're back in the desert. It's official. That felt so bad. That felt dirty. But you know what? It all needed to be done, and now it's all done. And you can see that I didn't do anything other than the things that I explicitly said that I was going to do. So, we should be all good in your guys' eyes. Now let's go see what we just unlocked. So this locked chest right here, it just appeared on his stall after we came back from talking to Aubrey. Pretty much we have to unlock it by doing Rune Sudoku in order to access his Rune Shop. So, let's try our hand at some Sudoku. Well, this doesn't look too bad. I could be wrong, but I think that's it. Oh, baby. Very nice. Look at that. Look at that. We can buy air runes. We can buy air runes. We can train magic. This is so amazing. 4 coins each. What a hell of a bargain. The only downside to his rune store is that we have to, you have to go through the dialogue in order to open his shop. He doesn't have just like a right-click option. But yeah, I can buy elemental runes whenever I want. And there's rune packs. Oh, this is so nice. This is so nice. And then when I want to buy the higher up runes, like I think nature runes, cosmic runes, I don't know, the other ones. I had to unlock the large one, so I guess we'll take care of that also. Yeah, so we have to solve this in order to open up the other types of runes. So I guess we'll give this a go too. Yeah, this looks about right. Let's try opening it and see if we got it. And it worked. Very nice. Now, look at all those runes we can buy. Oh my god, we got the full Rune Shop. Let's take a look at it. Okay, so I have to go buy either elemental runes or other runes. So I got to shop for them separately, but yeah. Oh, that's so nice. Yeah, this is massive for the account. I'm very excited to start using these. There's actually a pretty useful spawn up here. If we go all the way down here next to the hill giants, there is actually a staff that spawns right here. So now we can auto cast spells. It's the little things, man. It's the little things. You ready for this? Wind Strike is on auto cast for the first time. We are trading magic, guys. Oh my god. There it is, level 2 magic. The level itself doesn't really mean anything, but you know, the message behind it can be felt throughout the ages. Perseverance, dedication, and ability to grow. I don't know, but yeah, still cool. All right, that's the first hill giant that we just killed with magic, and he actually dropped us some law runes. And these big bones, which is gonna be our best prayer training method pretty much forever. So I think the thing that I'm gonna do next is start the xRakine's Little Helper quest. You don't really need to get that far into it in order to unlock Sophanum. So I'm just gonna take care of that right now. Come on, James, don't be afraid. It's a whole city run by cats. What do you have to be afraid about? Here we go, this wanderer right here is the person who lets us start the quest. Okay, so this person needs us to bring them a full water skin and a tinderbox in order to tell us how to get into Sophanum. So we're gonna go snag that and be right back. Sweet, we got everything we need. Got all the supplies for you. Look into your eyes, you know, that's never a good sign. And here we go. We can now enter these rocks right here. And we're in Sophanum. Oh my god, we did it. We've officially unlocked Sophanum. We can use that little tunnel to get into this city anytime that we want before we finish the quest, which is actually good because I'm not gonna do the quest quite yet because I want to unlock the Protect from Magic Prey first, because there's a few enemies in this quest that'll really damage you if you don't have that prayer. So we're gonna go do a hill giant killing grind, but first of all, we're just gonna take a look around the city and see what kind of stuff we can do. So obviously we have the Pyramid Plunder mini game right here, which is gonna come in handy the higher thieving level we get. We'll probably end up going for a Pharaoh's Scepter one day, and also you just get some solid thieving experience from there. Okay, I guess this guy's not at his stall. Am I not allowed to buy things from the villagers until the quest is over? Because that would be kind of lame. This is pretty big. There is a spinning wheel here, so we can make bowstrings out of wool if we get that from random events or whatever, or implings. We can make rope, we can make crossbow strings, all this kind of stuff. Yeah, it looks like the shops are not available yet. I don't know if we had to wait until the quest is like all the way over in order to use the shops in this city, but definitely cannot use them right now. So I guess we have nothing to look at here, so we're gonna go start training prayer. Well, this isn't good. I tried leaving the city and it says I cannot leave. So, yeah, this is gonna be interesting. Okay, so I was kind of panicking a little bit because I was starting to think there was no way to leave this city because I can't teleport out because I don't have any teleports besides Lumbridge Home, and obviously I can't do that. And like literally the very next thing to do in the quest like triggers a cutscene which is like dangerous and I could die in it like pretty easily, and I'm not prepared to do that. I thought I'd just be able to walk around the city, kind of take all the sights in, and then come back whenever I want to. But yeah, I was kind of getting really nervous because I thought I'd have to go do something dangerous without being prepared for it. But after doing some research, I found out that you can actually climb through this hole right here on this wall, and it takes you out of the city. So I was very glad to find that because I was starting to panic. We have safely made it out of the desert once more. So the plan is going to be to train range on the hill giants and bury all their bones. And by the time we hit level 37 prayer, we should have a pretty good range level because I think that's the style of attack we're going to be using to fight the bosses in the xRakine's Little Helper quest. I'm excited to never have to say that again. We're going to be using range attacks on them and praying for protect from mage, so we're going to just do that at hill giants. And I've killed a couple of these guys so far. They can be safe spotted, just like I did with the magic, so this should be pretty chill. I'm just going to be here for a little bit, and I'll report back when something cool happens. All right, and we have the first prayer level coming in of this grind here. There it is. We are at level 30. That's pretty cool to see. I have some stuff I need to sell and note, so we're going to go take the time to do that real quick. Something important to note also is there's a lot of regular bone spawns throughout this whole little area with the hill giants. So every time I find myself right next to one, I'll pick up a bone and bury one of those too. So I'm also getting some extra passive prayer experience just from that. Here's another prayer level coming in, 31. Ooh, I can now use the strength pray, very nice. And we just hit level 40 range. That's pretty cool. We can now use green d'hide. And right there is level 32. And we should have another prayer level coming in here. There it is, 33. Well, we started out with, I think a couple thousand bronze arrows in our quiver, and we are just about out, actually. Yeah, we're at 27 bronze arrows left, so I can only get a couple more kills with those. But I think what we're going to do is train our magic up, honestly. I think we're going to go through all these mind runes, and then after we go through the mind runes and the arrows, then we're just going to straight up use the scimitar and attack him that way. So I'm going to go buy some runes, and then we're going to go fight him. So I went out and I bought, should be exactly enough runes to go through all of my mind runes I have. So I'm just going to pick up this staff real quick, and I'm just going to finish up these 27 bronze arrows, and then I'll switch up to magic. And we're about to finish up the last of our runes right here. And last one. There we go, they're all gone. Now, we're going to melee. We're switching it up to melee, and we made it all the way from level 7 magic all the way to level 21. And 21 is pretty cool because we unlocked low-level alchemy, so now we can start alching stuff. So I think before we start this proper like melee grind, I'm gonna go back to the store, sell some stuff, and maybe grab a few, shitty pieces of bronze gear or something like that, and then we'll get started on it. Some food too, probably. Look at how good I look. Oh my god. So this is the melee setup right here. I went out, I got some leather boots, I bought a pair of steel plate legs, I made myself an iron chain body and an iron full helm, cleared up the inventory a little bit, got an inventory full of kebabs, and we are ready to rock. Yeah, we're just gonna train strength on these guys. And we got a little random event here. Let's see what he has to offer. Make sure I pick up all my stuff. Am I even gonna be able to talk to him? It's a maze. This is gonna be good. We've reached the end of the maze with 75% reward left. Let's see what we get. Oh, dude, that's so good. 113 steel arrows. That goes to the collection very nicely. That's gonna help out a lot during the quest we're about to do. All right, just gotta bury these bones right here. Oh, that's not a bones, that's an iron dagger. Oh, I guess that wasn't it either. This clip is a mess. There we go, 34 prayer. Yes, let's go. We got a genie lamp. I'll put that into Herblore. I'll put that into Hunter as soon as I was gonna say as soon as I'm not aggroed, but looks like that's right now. So there's some more Hunter XP. Very nice. I think 2 or 3 lamps away. Good morning, guys. It is a new day over here. In between the time where I was offline, though, I did realize something. This steel arrow stack that I was so proud of. Some of you might have already noticed this, but I just now noticed it. My bow is not powerful enough to fire these steel arrows, as you can see. Yeah, we're kind of out of luck there. I think I'm just going to sell these steel arrows, and then we'll make iron arrows when the time is right to start doing some more range. Okay, this one's going to hurt. I decided that as far as my supplies go down here, there's a few things I don't need. One, I don't need the short bow anymore because I have a new plan for what I'm going to do with range training since the steel arrows aren't working. And 2, I need to get rid of my Renar weeds and my Marintels. It's going to hurt, but you know what? We can always just grind them out again if we need them. So let's sell those. All right, that looks a lot better. Just look at how clean that inventory is now, though. And one more prayer level coming in right here. Boom, 35, 2 more to go. All right, guys. Quick little update. I accidentally let my easy clue scroll despawn. I think I went to go get more kebabs and I forgot to pick it up. So easy clue scroll is gone. That's a rip, but again, it's not the end of the world. We're here for prayer XP, not for clue scrolls. Oh baby, we got an imp random event. Oh god, can't even use it right now. These guys are literally obsessed with me. Okay, that's going into Hunter. We are 1 Impling random event away from the level or 2 Genie Lamp randoms away from the level. It's starting to feel real. And hello to you, Prince Ali. Well, what do we have here? Looks like we just got a beginner clue scroll in Al-Kharid. That's awesome. We're going to juggle that bad boy. Hope we don't let it despawn. And because I am the best YouTuber on the platform, we missed this level. But there it is. 37 prayer has been achieved. We can protect from magic. We have an overhead prayer. And that was the goal that we were going for in order to do the Icthrinzilla helper quest. So I guess we will... Well, I'm going to get my bearings real quick. I'm going to make sure I'm not forgetting anything. And then we're probably going to start doing that quest. All right, so a quick little recap of the prayer training grind. We hit level 37 prayer. We got up to 46 strength, 44 range, and 22 magic. So I think that the only thing that I really want to do before I go back into the quest is I want to do some magic training, and mainly I want to get the teleport to house spell unlocked, and that's because this is my only teleport spell that I have that'll actually take me to the desert since my house is in Palnavnich. So I think this is honestly pretty crucial, especially if we're gonna be doing dangerous content like the quest we're about to do. I really want to be able to teleport out if shit gets real, so I think it'll be worth it to grind out the level 40 magic before we end up getting there. So I finished off the night last night pickpocketing these guys, and with one more, that should be level 45 thieving, which is huge because this marks the time where I can start, there it is, Bearded Bandit Thugs in Palnavnich. I can now start blackjacking, which is pretty big, and I guess I also unlocked the Autumn Garden whenever I decide to start doing that grind. But yeah, we can start blackjacking now, and we have accumulated this vast fortune of almost 21,000 coins, which we're about to go spend pretty much all on runes, and if we need any more money for level 40 magic, then we're just going to go start blackjacking. But for now, we're going to go buy a bunch of runes. And there you have it. That's how to spend all your money in 5 minutes. This is most certainly not going to be enough to get us all the way up to level 40. So we're definitely going to do some blackjacking after we go through all these. But for now, let's see what level we can get to. Okay, so we cast all the runes that we bought. We got all the way up to level 31, really close to level 32 magic. But yeah, we're going to consolidate the inventory real quick and then go try out some blackjacking and then make money to get the rest of the way to 40. So, an update with the blackjacking. I've made about 12k so far, but it took me like a couple hours, honestly. Like, this is going by so slowly just because I'm so fresh into being able to actually blackjack that I'm getting caught a lot. And since I'm doing this for money and not thieving XP, I think I'm kind of hindering my progress by doing these guys right now. So I'm just going to go finish off at Al-Kharid Warriors just to buy the runes for this level. And then when we actually need to get like thieving XP, we'll stick to this. But for now, we're just going to go do something that is a little bit easier. Oh, baby, we got another blue boy right here. Thank you very much. You know the drill by now. This is going right into Hunter. One more lamp to go until level 2. This is getting exciting. So we have reclaimed our 20k cash stack that we're about to go blow all over again. Oh god, why did I say it like that? On runes, we just got a mystery box from the Quizmaster random event. Let's see what kind of loot lies inside. This could be a whole range of good options. Let's see what we get. A steel plate body. Oh my god. That is a huge upgrade over the iron chain body. Damn, look at this guy. I will take that for sure. 100%. And here it is. Oh my god, that is immaculate timing. There is level 40 magic. We can now teleport to house. It's honestly so big for the account because we can teleport away from dangerous situations, and also it's a teleport straight to Palnavnich, which is incredibly useful. Oh god, that's also really big too, because this means that we can put this book of knowledge into Hunter and bring us up to a beautiful level 2 Hunter. Oh my god. That feels so good. We got 2 huge levels out of the way in one clip. How good does that feel? Well, I'll tell you, pretty goddamn good. So we're going to consolidate our inventory once again. And I know I keep on saying this, but there's only one more thing that I want to get done before we can officially tackle the xRakine help request. All right, so I guess it's technically 2 things I need to do. First, I want to get rid of this inventory space of all these feathers. So I'm going to be turning all of these iron ores into iron darts. And then after I clear up the inventory space there, I'm going to work towards level 30 agility because 1, that unlocks agility pyramid, and 2, I need a higher agility level because I don't want to fail the obstacles in the quest I'm about to do so many times because there's agility obstacles. So yeah, I want to make sure I have a little bit of a good base level. But I'm not going to make you guys watch all this boring stuff for too long, so I'm just going to skip right to the end of each one probably. And this batch of darts right here is going to bring me up to level 31 smithing. And this is big because now I can make a steel axe. So whenever I decide to start cutting teak trees, I can make a steel axe instead of an iron axe and probably get a lot better XP that way. And I think that's where I'm going to call it for this little smithing grind because I got plenty of darts and I went through enough feathers just to where I can justify selling the rest to the store. So we're going to move on to agility. And here it is, the absolutely iconic first lap of the account. It says I got a mark of grace, but it must be somewhere else because I don't know where it is. But there is level 30 agility. We can now officially do the agility pyramid. There it is. We just hit level 35 agility. That is the recommended level that the wiki says to do the xRakine help request. So we are officially done procrastinating. There's nothing else I can think of to do to start the xRakine help request. I was really hoping that we could have gotten anti-poison from this Marintel, but it's not looking like that's going to happen. So we're just going to go for it. Looks like it took us just under 100 laps to get from 20 to 35. So one of the items that we need for this quest is a bucket of sap. And the way we get that is by using a knife on a regular old tree. So this should give us, there it is, a bucket of sap. Okay, we should have everything we need to do the quest. And this quest, honestly, it's been scaring me a little bit just because this is really one of the most dangerous things I have to do on the account and probably the biggest chance I have at actually losing my cat, my dear friend, our dear friend, James. Because this quest is the only one that's really required to have a cat. Because if we die, we have to go from our spawn in Lumbridge to Gertrude to buy a new cat, and it would just feel really inauthentic, and I feel like you guys would be mad at me, so we really don't want to die here. That's why we got 40 magic to get the teleport to house spell. We're going to buy a pass, and then head over to Sophanum. Alright, so I'm going to pick up James throughout this one, just to keep him safe in here. And, yeah, I'm not nervous about the boss fights on this quest. I'm more nervous about having to run past, like, the level 96 mummies and whatever. But we have a lot of food. We also don't have an anti-poison, which would have come in clutch right now. I thought you'd be able to buy an anti-poison from one of the shopkeepers over here, but I didn't realize that shops don't open until after the contact quest. So that's going to put a damper on things. But we're going to send it. Let's go for it. All right. Looks like I was kind of hyping them up. They kind of hit like little bitches, you know? They're not really... oh, God. Right as I start talking shit. That's always how it goes, man. So we're going to sit here and let our run energy replenish a little bit so we can have a better odd of jumping over this pit. Sweet. So we let our run energy restore all the way. We freed up both of our hands. And hopefully that means we should be able to jump over this pit with no problem. Let's find out, though. Yeah, that's what I like to see. We survived the first flashback, everybody. That's pretty big. Now we're going to drop the cat and talk to the Sphinx. This part is very dangerous for my cat. So the Sphinx is about to ask me a riddle. And if I get it wrong, then my cat just fucking dies, I guess, and I have to go get a new one. And obviously we don't want our boy James to, you know, spontaneously combust or however the Sphinx decides to get rid of him. But I know the answer is 9, so if this kills my cat, then it's the wiki's fault, not mine. Am I sure? Yeah, I'm sure. Very nice, very nice. So this is where we're going to fight our first boss. We have to find the jar that is shaped like an ape because we have the ape thing in here. It looks like it's this one. So I'm going to try and take this, and then I'm going to have to fight this guy. And he uses magic attacks, and I can safe spot him on this table. So I'm gonna get my range gear ready. Pop Protect from Magic on, and let's do this. And there we go. The 8-man is no longer. All right, so I talked to the priest, and he told me that essentially I got to do some chores for him. And this is where the willow logs come into play. We're going to talk to a carpenter in town, and he's going to turn these willow logs into some kind of unholy symbol, I believe. While the carpenter is making that unholy symbol for me, I can buy a piece of linen from this guy. And then I need to get some salt, which I can get from taking some of this salty water here. And then boom, all these mirrors evaporate the water out, and we're left with some good old-fashioned, there it is, salt. I think that's everything we need to give to the embalmer, and then we should be ready to get this show on the road. Now it's time for the final boss fight on this quest. If we can finish this, then we are in the clear. And honestly, this one should be even easier than the first one. And there it is. Final boss dead. Drops me an attack potion. That's kind of cool. And yeah, let's turn this quest in. xRakine, God of the Dead. We finally meet face to face. I have but one question to ask of you. Why is your name so hard to pronounce? Outside of the pyramid, ready to talk to the high priest. After what I'm assuming will be a lot of dialogue. There it is. xRakine's little helper is complete. This is huge. These levels, they don't matter. They don't matter. The only real prize is this, because now we can finally talk to James and see what he has to say. James, how are you doing? If you don't stop talking to me, I'll never get my slouching time for the day done. True wisdom, absolute wisdom. So this quest did unlock the city of Sophanim, but I didn't realize until I was already halfway through with this quest that the shops and everything don't open until Contact is completed. So it looks like our next big goal is going to be Contact, and technically we already have all the requirements for it. We just need to get our combat levels higher to fight the boss at the end. So we'll be doing that in the meantime, but there's only one thing left to do in this episode, and that is something that you all were probably assuming I'd do last episode, and that is to loot Temperos. Here we go. We're going to make some room for this stuff. I'm going to drop these runes right here. I guess I'll put this stuff down here. We're still going to hold on to the Marintel. I guess we didn't end up needing the anti-poison for xRakine's little helper, but we are going to need it for the Contact quest, so I'm going to keep it there until we get an anti-poison. We're going to have a lot of inventory space here to loot the reward pool, and we'll just see what we get. We'll talk about how we're going to deal with all the supplies after we're done looting it all. So get ready for a reward montage. Okay, let's do this. Spirit Flakes, technically the first unique, I suppose. Soaked pages, awesome. 180 rewards left to go. Tackle box. Oh, dude, we got the tackle box. Oh, man. That's really good, but also kind of inconvenient unless we get the dragon harpoon, honestly. That's still really cool, though, because we are going for collection log, technically. Bro, what? I was AFK for too long. And the very dramatic conclusion of the final 10 or so rewards. Will we get a pet or a dragon harpoon is the question. That's all 220 something rewards. Honestly, not too bad, I think. We got the tackle box. We got a couple of soaked pages. We got 10 caskets. That's really good. I'm dying to open these caskets, but like the The actual good at inventory management UIM that's deep inside of me is telling me that I should wait to open these up until after I, clear out a few inventory spaces. So we're going to open these caskets in the next episode when we start dealing with all of this stuff we just got. But yeah, some solid gains were made in this episode. We kept James alive all the way through the Ichlorenzilla helper quest. We made our exceptions on the account. We can train magic. We can now teleport to our house, which is now in Polnivnich. I don't know, made some good combat gains, prayer gains, range, thieving. It's just, we're just making this account into a beast slowly but surely. So on that note, I'm going to say thank you very much for watching. Be sure to tune in to the next episode in the Desert-Locked Ultimate Iron Man. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, all that good stuff, and I will see you guys in the next one. So thank you very much.